Okay, if you saw my last video, then you know I had a huge problem. Basically, bottom line is that I have a tremendous gap between the top of the lifter and the bottom of the camshaft when it's in this base circle. So, how am I going to solve that? Well, people have suggested put the stock valves back in again, but that means taking the head off, stripping everything down, redoing the valves, and right now I'm not feeling that. So I'm going to try another solution. The kind of one of the obvious ones is to get extra thick shims on the valve buckets. But that's not acceptable because there's a high possibility that those extra large shims, extra thick shims, first of all, the matter of availability, they're not something that I might need is not available, not commonly available. I'll put it that way. The second reason is if I did find them and put them in, then there's a possibility of them, you know, A, they're going to add extra weight to the valve train. B, there's a very high possibility that they would be spit out at high revs. And that's just not an acceptable solution. So what I have, hang on. What I have are these little guys. These are what they call valve stem caps. What they're typically made for is to protect the stem of the valve from excessive wear. These become a wear item. What I'm using them for is to space the lifter buckets up enough so that they will so basically so that I'll be able to get the right valve lash between the valve bucket and the shim and the bottom of the camshaft. So right now what I'm trying to do is just do a quick test fit just to see how they work, if they work, and if they do at least get me part way there, then the main thing is that these little guys, there's the measurements I took said that there's a 0.71 or 71 0.71 gap between the bottom of the lifter and the top of the lifter and the bottom of the camshaft. These guys are 0.85. So if I put them in, just put them in as is, they will leave a gap on the an opening between the valve and this valve seat. So what I'm going to have to do is first do this test fit to see if they'll even work. Secondly, is to make sure that the dimensions that I measured are the right dimensions. And then once I see that these are going to get me most of the way to what I need, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to start taking off some of the meat off of these in order to get them to fit, and then get the right valve lash. And for that, I've got what's in this secret box here. So that's going to be for tomorrow. But right now I'm just doing a test fit just to see what I have and whether or not it's going to get me most of the way to where I got to go. So goes nothing. Okay, so first let's get this cam out of here. All right. Then let's get the lifter out. That's the shim. That's the lifter. Now let's get some light on that. So my goal here is just to do a test fit. So I'm going to get one of these valve caps out of here. And that's the valve cap. I'm going to gently put it down onto the valve stem like so. Okay, you can't see that. So that's the valve cap on the stem. Okay, now I'm going to put the bucket back onto the valve. Like so. And let's get the cam back on with the base. And here I'm going to okay. Okay. With that cap, valve stem cap on the stem underneath the lifter bucket, I've closed the gap. Now it's too high now, but what I'm going to do is take some of that thickness away in order that the gap will be perfect. And as I said before, we're going to use what's in this mystery box here in order to accomplish that. So that's all for now. I think I'm going to make this a qualified success. Until tomorrow.